Abusia 4 years, I'm a Kwabasronko Crab, counseling time with Counselor Viii Donkoh Kamehoni and my counselor Kwabasronko Crab. Kameho. Counselor.
Hello.
Ma Kwaba. Into Mama Quenya Nafi Mastati Makai the next story. Right. The first story, I'll say hello, Auntie Valerie. Please, I would want counselor to help me as to understand the current dispensation of these young women and their choices. Now, I have a 22-year-old daughter, and this girl is telling me that she has somebody in her life, and this person is willing and ready to marry her. I felt it was one of her talks, so I brushed it off and told her that she is in school as it stands now, and that all the necessary things regarding her education is what she should concentrate on. Now, my daughter insisted that as a woman, it is part and parcel of our growing up, and that once she has found somebody who is willing and ready to give her that comfort, and most importantly, to give her that graceful look in society, is what she would look at. Auntie Valerie, I went ahead to ask my daughter to bring home this particular man she's looking to marry and asking for her hand in marriage. We set the date, time, spoke to my husband, and the family had to do something small just so the particular person will feel comfortable. As we're in the house, a very, very luxurious car pulled up. Certain gentleman of my husband's age also came out of the car. And when he saw me, he just went ahead to say, my in-law. For a moment, I thought probably it is my daughter's fiancé or person she's in a relationship with parent. But no. To our utmost shock and surprise, my daughter says this is the man she's willing and ready to marry. A man who is almost 2 times her age. He has promised her comfort, and even in his speech when he came to meet us as family, what we stand to gain as a family. My husband is in for it. I was shocked that as household head and breadwinner of the family, went ahead to accept such a decision. Now my daughter is telling me that is the trend. That is what is going on. And as it stands now, the young men are all about sex and are not willing and ready to settle down. And that this particular man is going to give her the life comfort she deserves. There are so many people who have married way older men and it has worked for them. And looking at our family class, especially the level that we are in, it will move us to the next level. The head of the house has accepted this with regards to everything that comes with it. Auntie Valerie, ask counselor for me. As mother of the said-to-be bride and wife to a husband who has accepted this atrocity, what do I do to avoid any inconveniences in future? Do I sit aloof and ask that this man comes to marry my daughter? Counselor, please help me.
Train up a child the way they should grow.
Right.
That when they grow, they will not depart from it.
Right.
Now, as parents, our children will not become good children until we invest in them right from their beginning.
Okay.
And I am fast forwarding this. You look at how she views things as a young, beautiful lady, 22 years.
22.
You see the way she views things. Number one, her surroundings, the friends,
right,
the society, where she attends church, what she hears has influenced her. Why? Because sometimes the parents has not influenced us enough. Let me talk about the influence of the parents. Into akwala and how many times do you have time to communicate, to have a dialogue and a conversation with your daughter? So we are living in a generation where fathers are busy. Mothers are busy because of bills, because of responsibilities. So what is going to happen is that when we say hello to them, it is done. They go to school and they spend most of the time talking to their friends at school than parents. But the truth about our children is that we should be able, and they should be able to talk to us more than their friends at school.
True.
And so once their friends at school are able to have conversation with them,
Right.
have a chat, have a dialogue with them, for them to see life in a different view. When they come home, what you say to them doesn't really matter.
Right.
So I'm looking at this 22 years girl, asking myself, where are the parents? Investment being a parents in a year as a young girl. How many times were they able to give her the opportunity to express herself from the outside to the inside? That mommy, because I want you know, almost since you say crowd the 20 58 years in is it normal? Because I want to crowd so you're virgin, no the 18, 17 now no be in there, Jimmy. Is it true? Does she even have that opportunity that when she's talking, parents will keep quiet and listen and say, oh yeah, kwala bonny. Ushian kwala bonny some sani your man oh yeah beko hell, sani your man airtime, sani your man men yet, and some for tech. So at the end of the day, even when some of our children want to express how they feel and express themselves, parents are able to shut them down to say that, look, uye say na yesi abeko hell, without giving them the opportunity to express themselves.
Okay.
And so I am also looking at the relationship between parents and children. So much that a young girl will be very quiet in the house, but very loud outside. Because it looks as if society, you know, friends and the people around us, they have more influence on us than our parents. So number one, parents, we should understand that if you don't allow your children to have a view of the family, but they have the view of the world outside there, they do what will suit them, not what will suit the family.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Number two, she comes home and say, beautiful. This is an opportunity for parents to come down and say, oh yeah, wine. So your daughter start talking to her about the person before the person comes. So that you make a decision not in front of her, but you listen to give her the opportunity to say, okay, yeah, I don't think about, but anyway, yeah, trying. Obano Korea, you take your time to explain the realities of life to her, to understand that 22, only 14, 90. This is how it looks like. This is how it's going to look like. And these are the things that will happen to you. So these are the consequences. Or no way what you are saying. No shene. Most of the time, a child that has a good relationship with the parents will listen and go like, no. Maybe I know shene. Papa need 50. 2 times age. We're 50. I can only 22. For now, looking at the money, the fame, the things she will get, that makes her feel comfortable now, makes her make a decision that suits now. But she is not looking ahead, not knowing what lies ahead. The parents in Abobra Kakrano should rather be able, they should be able to tell the youngest, no, Emwa. Now, the problem now is that the house is divided into 2.
Right.
So the father is saying, Jack, yabre. Akola school fees crying enough for. Na nyamia ya don't know yisikeni manwa. Then the sister, I'm the father of the house. I am the head of the house. So upe umpe maje upa kona ku unti asia. Let's look at that. And then the mother says that I'm shocked. I don't think it's going to help. There and there, even if the father said yes to the man because of the weakness of the man, because of poverty, the woman shouldn't say the thing they say mempere. The woman should go home or go to the bedroom with the man, sit with the man, and let the man understand the I don't want to use consequences again, but the problems ahead. That Jack, I don't know how yes, no, oh share the EBD. They are benum, they are beshe. But when the 22, Papa need 55. Hey, into wo so wuko now kwele be 40. Now Papa need 90. What will happen? Do you think of your daughter? Ebia na ma me ne yire no ho twi papa na adwinsi soa. Papa no will not just look at the fame the man is bringing. Nevertheless, the man doesn't even know where this so-called man is getting his wealth and riches from. Say, hey, you're about 22 or so a penny. Now what the Nico? Now the Nico is sacrifice for money. And what the Nico? No kotono. And we couldn't see any. So this man out of poverty is making a temporary decision to satisfy his soul without thinking of permanent decision. But I'm looking at this woman to have influence on the husband. That, hey, my husband, this and this, I don't think is going to help us. Let you think. Take a week, 2 days, 1 week. Think. After reasoning, if your reason is able to come to conclusion to know and understand that you're in tone, you're power, then I think that the man, so the woman should pray, take your time, apply wisdom, talk to your husband, and I think it's good to go. Let me say this to every young, beautiful lady.
Right.
Understand that life is about you, not what somebody has already achieved.
Right. Right.
And to understand that, you remain a slave and a servant, not a partner.
True.
Or control based on what he has or she has. In fact, even in memory, now, worry me chen mobi. Sabi wa utu wa water wa ufo. Enya awo no ne. But when you chen the krana wa no beto na okope kaatwi, okope asetra pa baby obeda. So a memory be so ye enye mape.
Right.
And remember, young guys need to prefer sugar mummies and other things.
Right.
Okay, so what we are saying is that don't allow yourself to be rude, to become a slave when you could have been your own master by hard work and success.
The next story says, Auntie Valerie, please, I would want counselor's candid opinion on this particular issue. Please, he should say it as it is, and I promise, Auntie Valerie, I'm going to take this advice. Now, this gentleman has been in my DM for close to 4 years. When I say 4 years, I mean he's been pestering, talking, trying as much as possible to get my attention, to want to be in a relationship, and has even proposed marriage. Now, I do not see him fit or deem him fit to be somebody I tend to spend the rest of my life with. He talks too much, has certain things that doesn't sit well with me. In as much as I have been in relationships that have gone south, I still do not see myself being with this man. Now, my friends are telling me that this particular gentleman who is knocking on my door might be my future husband. And that everything that I am doing, when he does find somebody who would accept him for who he is, that would be the end of my story. And I wouldn't have anybody coming through for me. It is giving me double thinking, double minds, and I am wondering if I can do well to settle with this gentleman. Now, truth of the matter is, I do not even feel any form of attraction, being it emotional and physical. He is a very nice person, though. But I do not see myself marrying this person. If I should, it would be marriage based on pity. Do I go ahead to accept his proposal, since people or my friends are saying he might be my husband? Or I should block him totally so I do not get to even hear or see him? Mind you, I have never in any way or form accepted anything that he gives to me. Sometimes he gives me stuff, but I send them back to him, and he sends them back to me. Counselor, please help.
What we say, the word might is a sign of you have an opportunity to think twice.
Right.
Now, this lady is being influenced by outside force to make her think. If you cannot think and somebody makes you think, you can't make the right decision.
Right.
Because your decision is your responsibility.
It's your responsibility.
How you think and reason is what tells me how your life becomes. And so if a person cannot think and reason, and somebody makes him or her think, then it means that you are living the life of people by their words, not your own life.
Okay.
Number 2, Messiah will be on social media. He does everything for me. Let me put it like that. He does everything for me. But me nya kwenhia. But me na before chere say anya no yemikunu. Etimi so me hwa anya mampene a wanya na abo me. Allow yourself to meet the guy. Weigh the guy by your own perception and discernment. Feel him, understand him, watch him. You can't feel him. I'm not talking about sex. Feel him, weigh him, talk to him. You see, he's sending you the monies, sending you things. Maybe I'll lunch but not having the opportunity to meet the person See, words, actions are not same. People can act and betray their words. People can talk by action and betray their action. And so they talk the action, but they don't act the action. And so if just by Facebook, somebody is pushing you to the wall and your friends are telling you say yes, it should be no. One, if you say yes to them, it tells me how weak you are mentally.
Okay.
So what I am saying to this woman is that make a decision and take. I said make a decision and take a decision. Sit down, take your time, use your head, think. Is that what you want? If yes, how do I want it? Have I been able to meet him? No. Then I should give myself the opportunity to meet him. Now let me tell you this, and I end. If all these friends encourage you to go for the man, you go for the man, and it goes wrong, all these friends will go away from you. You need to face it yourself. They are encouraging you as if when something happens, they will still come and encourage you. But the truth is that when you fall into the hot waters, they are not ready to fetch you cool water.
Okay.
All of them will pack. They will walk. They will not stay. I'm telling you, they will not. They will not. And untina obo brapa nem peja baya ye bo wisem. O shiasia obdo musego bechi. Na omaka se unya aye no ye ni so beba fom. Unya dodo a wonafo fo doso. O hwe fom a bieja ahoko. De car no o hye wunkran a e ya no nkran hye akomako. Itina mi tufa campaign nsem a kire sister ni say ye ja wo nanim guase ba ye kan awopɛ ye fra say Abigail ye fra say Pearl ye fra say Ama ye fra say Valerie ye ka wopɛ anka wo mo de on bɛka ne sɛ wo kokora bia ye tunifo wo mo kan sɛ wo wachi a wante wo ehu de eba ne sɛ wo mo hye onkran sa bɛda ne aserefo asero. Make a decision for yourself and not for your friends. You are not here to please friends. You are here to first of all please yourself before you think of anybody else. Thank you.